Hey guys, Kurt here with NK Garage, back with another tool haul episode. So today we got a little haul from Facebook Marketplace. I was browsing the marketplace and found something that was just listed, and it was pretty close. It was only 20 minutes away. Guy had a bunch of tools listed for sale and he was selling them individually, so we went over there and we made a bundle deal. We got everything on this side of the table. And then after we go through the tool haul, we're going to go through a little bit of a mail call. I got some gifts in the mail from the Tool Bandit. So that's pretty awesome too. So let's jump in, let's take a look and see what we got. First up, you'll see up here at the top of the table, we have the Craftsman T-through handle. This is the Allen key T-handle set, made in USA, the good old Craftsman stuff. And this is pretty cool. I like these because you get the ball end on the long Allen there, but these also have a second Allen key built into the handle, so you could actually turn it the other way and get a little bit more leverage. So that's pretty cool. Very nice set, and they look like they'd be pretty comfortable. I've never used these myself, but I think this is an awesome product. You know, this is an older product, of course. This stuff is vintage, but definitely pretty awesome. I like it. That was a great buy, I gotta say. Next up, we have the Craftsman adjustable pocket socket two-piece set. So these are the box end adjustable wrenches that they made. I'll grab one out of here just so you guys can take a peek. If I can get in here. It's still sealed with Velcro, I guess. But yeah, these things are pretty awesome. You find them in two different ways. Sometimes they have the writing on the handle, sometimes they don't. This has the stamped up here, but yeah, these are brand new, no old stock, unused. You get the, you know, the box end, which is pretty cool. So you're limited to the size of your nut. You know, they probably got like a 3/4 inch capacity, something like that. But yeah, if you're doing smaller bolts, could definitely give you a nice, good grip on there. And they got these dipped handles that are pretty sweet as well. Next up, we have the clench wrench set, two-piece set made in USA. Again, just good old Craftsman stuff. I find these at the flea market all the time, but to find them new old stock is pretty cool, especially on card, as we call it, with the package. Definitely cool. You get to see their little advertising here, where they put these fake plastic nuts in here. The harder you pull, the tighter it grips. Definitely pretty sweet pickup there. Down on the bottom row, we'll swing over, we have the Craftsman Professional Grip Driver. So this is a ratcheting screwdriver with a magnetic bit end, and the whole purpose of this is that the handle there is convertible from a straight grip to almost like a T-handle. You know, you don't get the full swing, you get kind of like a 45-degree angle, something like that. 47450 Western Forge, made in precision in Germany. So that's pretty cool. Next up is the Craftsman Professional Series, again, the Auto Lock Pliers. Automatic, self-sizing locking pliers. And these things, you know, some people think they're kind of gimmicks, but they actually work pretty well. Especially when you get a newer pair that hasn't been beat up like this one. They're actually really not bad. I like them myself, and the Craftsman Professional with the gold writing and the gold package is just, that's pretty sweet. That was another great find. Next up, we have some Craftsman brake adjusting tools. These are new old stock. The package here is for this one. That's the 47362, and that's the double-ended spoon here. This has the P stamp on it. I think that means it was made by Wildy. And then here's another one. Guy must have bought it at the same time. He had them both in there. And this is just a different style. And both same era, USA made, new old stock. Next up is a new one for me. And this is a Craftsman, the Handy Scraper Utility Scraper. Three blades, handle, and they even say on here that the handle has a built-in hammerhead for resetting nails. So the top here is actually metal. Pretty cool. The choice of blades is nice to have different angles and shapes for different jobs, so that's pretty cool. Next up we have the Craftsman. This is a ratcheting style magnetic bit screwdriver with the pull end in the butt of the handle. You spin it around, get your bits. I really like this kind of storage. It's a lot better than the ones where you have to unscrew the cap. It's quick, it's easy. You get a lot of nice storage in there because these are both, there's 2 bits in each one of these, so you can fit a lot of bits in here. And this, I'm going to call it a ratcheting style, but what it is, it's like a friction ratchet. It's like the endless gearless style, at least that's how it feels. But yeah, you get forward and reverse. Definitely a really nice screwdriver, USA made as well. Then I got this Sears combination wrench set. It's a metric set. These are the Sears Taiwan. You get 10, 11, 13, 14, 17, and 19 millimeter. Back then, I guess 12 millimeter wasn't as common. But yeah, it's a cheap budget wrench set made in Taiwan. Nothing special, but definitely cool for the Sears collector. Then on the bottom, I got one more piece of Craftsman tools. This is the Craftsman 1 1/4 inch wood chisel, and definitely a nice one here. Just used a little bit. Really nice piece. We also got this one 10 millimeter Isco wrench. It was just in the pouch with the rest of them, so that was a little added bonus. USA made. Then I got 5 adjustable wrenches. We have an old crescent here, and the difference between these 2 crescents is this one is the older one where they actually, all the lettering was part of the forge, where these were later stamped in. So this is all raised lettering, which is pretty cool. It's all forged lettering. Crescent Tool Company, Jamestown, New York. The stamped lettering always comes out a little cleaner, but the raised lettering I think is just kind of a cool feature. Both USA made, of course, 12-inch adjustable wrenches. Then we have an 8-inch Crescent USA. Another nice one here, Crestalloy steel. And then I got 2 different 4-inch adjustables. I got a Crowder 4-inch, nice little piece. This one is a little gem, forged alloy steel. And then this one has got kind of that pebbled area in there, kind of like the old Plum and Proto Tools. It's a 4-inch adjustable, but it's made in West Germany. So that, another great find. Jaws are a little bit beat up, but I can't complain. I mean, it was probably only $1. Then we got some knives. I wasn't going there planning on looking at knives, but he told me that he didn't want to list the knives in the ad. He didn't want to get flagged for knives. I mean, he had a lot of different styles. I don't think these utility knives would have flagged him, but you know, if he had some assisted opening or whatever. So this is a Craftsman pouch with a newer Craftsman utility blade knife with you get the folding, locking. I like these. These are definitely great users. Really nice to have. You just replace the blade whenever you want, swap it around, turn it the other way. Definitely a good user we'll have here in the shop. Found this Coyote knife. Definitely a nice piece. I don't think anybody ever used it. The brass should clean up pretty nice. It's got this green plastic scale with the Coyote logo, and it's Coyote Providence USA. And the blade is super sharp. Like I said, I don't think anybody actually used this. I think it was just kind of like a collector's piece or something like that. And we got the pouch for it as well, this green leather. I got 2 Swiss Army knives and a Swiss Army copycat. So these Swiss Army knives, this one is the wider one and this is a skinnier model. I'm not a super Swiss Army guy. I think they're cool. I just don't know that much about them. I mean, we'll take out the blades. Again, I think this guy was kind of a collector. So this stuff looks pretty nice. But we have the Officer Suisse. I don't know if that's the model, but these are genuine. Victor Inox. I'm just, you know, kind of saying that how I read it. But definitely nice knives. Definitely cool collector's items. Let's see if this one has a. This one also Officer Suisse. This one looks like it's been resharpened, so the guy probably used this one. But if you guys know more about Swiss Army knives and how to identify the different models, let me know in the comments down below. And then this one fooled me at first. I didn't notice until actually on the ride home I was playing with it. And Then I realized as I opened the blade, it's Colonial Providence USA, and it has kind of like the Swiss Army logo, a little bit different, same color, red. So that one fooled me, but it's still USA made. As a cool little knife, Providence USA. And then the last knife here is a Buck. So Buck knives, I mean, if you know anything about knives, you know Buck made great knives. It's a Buck made in USA. It's got a double blade. Blade here is pretty beat, pretty shot. But any skilled knife sharpener can bring that back to something. But I just thought it was nice. The scales are here. You know, 311 is the model, I think. So again, it was super cheap. So I figured, why not pick it up? And that is the tool haul. Nice little tool haul, Facebook Marketplace. I paid 85 bucks for all that. And I think that was a screaming deal. You go on eBay and you look up the price of some of this new old stock Craftsman stuff. You'll know I made out just fine. Out of all of those, I think the knives are really cool. Something we definitely don't pick up a lot. So I'm going to say that the Swiss Army knives are probably my favorite piece. But if we're talking the hand tools, I think my favorite find is probably the clench wrench set. I have come across the pocket sockets a lot, but I haven't gotten this one new in package before, and I just like it. I think it's pretty cool. So now we'll transition into the mail call portion of today's video. So if you saw recently, a couple weeks back, Tool Bandit did a new old stock Stanley haul with a lot of screwdrivers. And he mentioned that some of the Stanley 100 pluses would be going off to a viewer who appreciates Stanley 100 pluses. As soon as he said that, I kind of had a idea that maybe we would be the ones to get them. That's half of our Stanley 100 plus collection over there. The other half is actually over here on the workbench. That's our those are our regular users, and this is just bonus and some of the bigger stuff. But yeah, these things are beautiful. New old stock, just with a little bit of shelf wear. We have a nice long flat blade here, probably a 1/4 inch. Then this one's actually Bonnie Triangle Corporation, but it looks like it was contracted out by the Stanley factory. This one looks like a 5/16. Then we have 3 different models of Torx. Those are definitely something I've been looking for, because over on the workbench, whenever I find Torx, I like to use my Stanley 100 pluses. So we have the 25, the 27, and the 30. We have 2 clutch screwdrivers. I've never had to use one of these before, just never come across those fasteners. But I do collect only the Stanley 100 plus for that style fastener, just because I never see it. So I do collect the Stanley 100 plus for the clutch, just in case one day I come across it, I got something to do the job. Then we have the Robertson number 3. That's one I did not have. Nice big Robertson square bit. And then the nut driver, 9mm. Have never come across a Stanley 100 plus nut driver before, so that was a brand new one. So thank you, Tool Bandit. That was definitely an awesome gift that you gave us here, and you were very generous, and we appreciate it. It's going to help the collection. And with that, he sent over 2 adjustable wrenches. So this is something I have never seen before. Talk about that raised lettering from the Drop Forge. Utica Tools, Utica, New York, USA. So this is definitely an old model. Somebody has painted it. It's a 12-inch Drop Forged alloy steel. And I mean, other than just the paint, once that comes off, it's actually a pretty decent condition wrench. It just looks a little ugly right now with all the paint chips and all that. And then on top of that, we've got the 10-inch 710S Proto Los Angeles. So there's another Proto Los Angeles for the board. I do have one 10-inch already, but now we have 2. Never hurts to have an extra one. Pretty similar on these. Sometimes I see them a little bit different in the forging, depending on when they were done. But yeah, that makes another addition to the board. We went from 1 to 2. So that's pretty awesome. So again, thanks to the Tool Bandit. If you guys haven't checked out the Tool Bandit, you have to. If you've been watching us and you enjoy this content, you're going to love his content. He finds all sorts of great tools just like we do. So he's got an awesome channel, tons of videos, and tons of tools. So you guys got to let me know what you think about the haul. I think it was an amazing deal, 85 bucks. and a lot of great goodies here. So I thought it was pretty fun. We'll see you guys next time with another tool haul.